What's up, people? It's MediaShinobi, and here we are in the final 2 episodes of Maoyū Maō Yūsha.
We're doing both 11 and 12 for the record.
We apologize last week for not, you know, putting out an episode, but
somebody did it. Upload it.
I uploaded a video. It's not Mao.
Yeah.
Alright, so episode 11, to sum it up pretty much, Mao, you discovered that Mao is filled with like thousands of demon kings. So yeah, she's literally filled with men. I feel bad for her.
Okay, alright, we could put it that way. Okay, we're not implying anything. That's
and then beyond that, she fights the maid. The maid ends up losing her arm.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
I was like, whoa.
Damn, I was like, okay, this is going somewhere.
She's still alive, you know?
She's a demon, so...
Yeah.
But still, it's like, whoa.
Right.
After that, the mage kind of helps Hero. Like, kind of...
Well, how is it? She basically, like, teleported each and every person.
Demons were coming to fight in the war.
Yeah.
So basically, instead of killing them all, she decides to teleport them to a different place.
Yeah, all of them, all at once. I'm like,
hundreds.
Goodness gracious. I'm like, alright. I mean, it's not like...
Oh, and Hero can fly.
Yeah, apparently Hero can fly. I don't accept that.
I accept it.
I don't accept that.
At this point, I accept everything.
No, I'm going to question if he's human or not, seriously.
Of course he is.
Yeah, what was it say?
He's human with powers.
With powers.
Yeah.
But, yeah, what else is there?
Huh?
I don't know.
I don't know, that's pretty oh, they're going to war. They developed a dual currency system.
Yes. What was the extra currency itself?
No,
what was the medium? Was it paper money or what's up?
They're trying to use gold or something. I have no idea. Like,
grain?
They're trying to create a dual economy.
Yeah, I know, but what was the actual currency itself? What was it?
It was
cash.
It was gold, or it was gold.
Yeah, that gold and silver. Those two only.
No, it was gold and silver was a human currency.
Yeah, what's grain
was the second currency.
Okay, so yeah, those are the two main currencies now implied.
Economy.
Alright,
so the final part of episode 11, pretty much ends with Yūsha coming in to save the maid before she save the maid before Mao could kill her.
Yeah.
And it ends with him pleading to Mao to come back to him. Like,
come back to me.
Come back to me.
Come back to me, baby.
Hero and
Mao
are fighting. Not really. All he was doing was
like a few grappling moments.
Yeah, and then it was pretty much him talking sense into her, and not even 5 minutes in.
You're fixed.
Just hug it out, bro. Hug it out.
Love.
So stupid.
The power.
Okay, personally, I was like, really? It got so.
Not that I'm saying love is a stupid thing. It's just how it ended was stupid.
No, it was way too easy. It was too convenient. It was like, if all problems in the real world were that easy, we wouldn't have them to begin with.
No, it's weird because
it's an anime, Jan.
No, it's a lot because a lot of problems in this anime takes long times to fix. Like it takes a while to actually.
Yeah,
fix.
like you can't.
But this problem.
The ending. It was like
done.
Yeah, done. And then after that was
mage.
The mage was talking.
Or she fell asleep.
Okay. Well, before that, she was basically talking about the smallpox, right?
Yeah, they're planning on curing smallpox.
I'm like, okay.
I was surprised, but I know I shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Okay, they went there.
I forgot about it. I'm like, yeah, smallpox.
Yeah, that's believable.
During this time period, that was a big deal.
But yeah, and then what Scott said, she falls asleep. And then what happened next? Did it go to the night, or was it first the big sister maid? Which one was first?
Let's go big sister maid first.
Okay, sum up the big sister maid situation. Basically, she was in the storage facility, whatever, making paper with the little sister maid, with the printing press.
They weren't making paper, they were making print.
Yeah, with the printing press. And that one dude who went to jail a few episodes ago and then escaped, and then
eye patch guy.
Yeah, eye patch guy. Yeah, sure. It was like, you must be that woman, that witch or something like that. What was it? Yeah. Like, okay.
He mistaken her for being the Crimson Scholar, even though she pretended to be her for a while.
Yeah, it's probably the eye.
Yeah, probably.
But
lack
yeah.
of.
And he starts like, you know, trying to threaten her. So like, you better ask for forgiveness, accept humiliation, you heteric. Then a cutscene, because it got resolved later on in the episode, right?
Yeah.
It goes to the night. Yeah, the night basically.
Prepare for counterattack or prevention, counter prevention.
Yeah, they basically decide to start fighting.
Yeah.
Against, what was it, 1,000 people?
The church.
Basically, their strategy was divide and conquer. So they, every time they attack, they split up, attack,
and they
split
whipped
up.
their ass.
Yeah, I mean, it may sound simplistic in terms of the plan itself, but it does work in this scenario. So,
like,
you know.
Didn't the church armies like outnumber them like 100 to 1? Yet they just started to go strategy-wise.
Yeah. I mean, a few of them died too. Even, you know, that can't be avoided. There will be some deaths.
But then after a while, she was able to prevent the fighting. She was able to prolong the fighting long enough for, you know, for winter to finally come. Oh,
it's snowing. Then a cutscene straight back to the big sister maid. They were actually saved by that one general dude. I forgot his name.
Well,
did he have a name?
Not many people have names in this series, so you know that.
Yeah, again, it's their position.
Yeah, position.
But yeah, he comes along and he tries to defend both of the girls. And then right when his sword breaks, the other guy was gonna land the final blow.
Eye patch guy.
Yeah, eye patch guy, by defending himself like this. Now, normally that's a pretty stupid move because your arms would get chopped off. But in actuality, his arms were covered with steel arrows grouped up together, so it was a good defense.
And then the eye patch guy charges at him, but then the soldier grabs his hand, grabs his throat, and we thought he was gonna choke him out, but no, they just throw it off the. Yeah.
So after the chokehold, pretty much he lifts him up and then throws himself along with him down the well. Or what is it? A well?
It was a hole.
Okay, a hole. And then, honestly, that caught me off guard. I was like, you know, you could have just throw him in the hole.
The momentum because the guy was charging at him.
I guess, but that was one of the few things that caught me off guard.
I laughed.
I kind of laughed. We were laughing. So
oh my god.
We assume they're dead, but later on it actually shows that although the eye patch dude is dead,
yeah, he's dead.
What happened actually halfway through the well or the hole? He used his sword or the eye patch's sword. The eye patch owns a sword. Anyway, stabs it onto the wall, and then he's just hanging there like,
I'm okay.
I'm cool. Don't worry about me. I'm just hanging. So Mao now gives a speech to the entire clan of demons. You know, all of them. You know, wolves, dragons. Is there anything else?
Mermaid.
The fairies.
Fairies.
I didn't know fairies were demons, but okay. But
this is just assumed supernatural thing.
Yeah, so it was basically saying that
not human.
You guys are still continued to be under my protection. You know, I'm the boss here, and then introduces a
hero in the Black Knight armor.
The Black Knight, and then basically it's just to show off a little bit, like showing off some moves, and it's like
make it flashier.
It's not flashy enough?
No.
Oh, you want flashing?
Okay.
Okay, well, what was the move called? Something Annihilator?
Yeah.
I was like...
Plasma Annihilator.
Plasma Annihilator. I was like, okay, looks like a Kamehameha, you know, throws it. The whole mountain friggin' explodes and then into like a spear, which then lifts off the ground and magma starts coming out. Damn.
Yeah, I'm like, really?
Dude, this guy is so overpowered, and we don't even see him properly fight. We just see this.
He's never fought an opponent that he has to really try.
That's one of the things I have against this series, just because that's just how it is. It's like,
is that the thing?
No, not the fact that he has power. It's just like he has the power, but I don't get it.
Nothing.
No, for me, it's more of like he has the power. I don't mind that. It's simply the fact that it's not shown properly. It's just like, oh, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. So what? I want to see some actual fighting.
I actually want to see him to compete with someone that can like go up to his level.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just
like it wasn't really a threat to him. He can take. It literally can take on an army.
Well, that's nice to know, bro.
He can take on an army. He can stop the demon queen.
He can fly. He can fly.
He can reattach limbs.
But yeah.
It was cool. It was funny. It was a funny scene, but just kept me thinking like that.
Yeah. Anyway, getting back to what I think I was talking about. After that, all the demons, they started cheering, right?
Because they thought we were
like,
going for
yeah,
war.
man. You know what? We're gonna kill all the humans. We could finally win this. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, forget them. We're taking our whatever back.
Man.
And I was like, Mao, I was like, you kind of messed up there. You know, I'm just saying.
She knew she messed up.
She even admitted that she messed up.
Oh.
But you know, the Black Knight was like, you know what? No matter how long it takes, you know, I'm there for you. And it just looks into their eyes, and it kind of ends there. Oh. And then after that, it shows the church talking with the blue demons. You know, the ones who actually want to take over the world.
They collab.
They
They collab.
Oh,
yeah.
collab. I just said they kill lab.
Yeah, I was like, who's left? But yeah, they decided to collab. So basically, the fact of the matter is that both demons and humans were collaborating this entire time. It's the good ones versus the bad ones. And neither knew about each other, I guess, to some degree. But yeah, and then this is where it introduces a new item.
Weapon.
It's still an item by definition. Gosh, stop correcting.
It's a musket.
I don't think it was
Perfect. Actually, no, that's
the
good.
correct term. It's a musket.
It is a musket by definition. That's why I was like, I just didn't know the name for it, so I just called it powdered gun. Or
okay,
whatever.
it's a musket.
Powder
So
gun,
there's
that's
that,
horrible.
and then that's it. The final episode. Now, one personally, it was a way too open-ended. There was way too many things that they should have tied in, unless they're doing a season 2, which then makes
Or an OVA.
more sense, or an OVA. But yeah, I felt like this this series should have been 24 episodes instead of 12.
So many characters were left out. I want to know more about the mage, like about the specific.
Now we'll give you 5 seconds. But yeah, I mean, yeah, just like
It's sick. Done.
yeah, the fact that they resolved it way too easily. Like, okay, the two main things that pretty much got resolved was one, they were able to pretty much defend themselves until winter came because it started snowing, and then that one eye patch dude died, and he wasn't even much of a threat.
Also, the Demon King possessing Mao. They resolved.
I mean, they went away.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's all. They resolved.
But
like, no, but other than that, like the main goal from the beginning of the series has not been solved, basically.
yeah, the point was to unite the demons and humans and coexist with each other. And in fact, Mao, like I said, messed up a little bit, and actually they want to kill the humans.
It's not as bad as before.
Yeah.
There is some demons and humans coexisting because of the dual money, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, like,
Establish a dual currency, like we said earlier.
it can have both problems. It leaves a lot of things open, but also it ends a couple things like way too easily.
Yeah. The fact that they introduced the gun, also
And smallpox vaccine apparently.
the vaccine for smallpox
Or cure, whatever.
or cure, whatever. They introduced way too many things that was like, really, this is the last episode and you're just throwing this out now. Yeah, this ends this series. What series are we reviewing next?
For our next series that we're gonna review is called Date Online. Oh, Date Alive, not Date Online.
Date online?
Date Alive.
Date Alive?
Yeah, Date Alive.
Oh yeah. Scott wanted to watch it. Personally, I have no animes that I am compelled to review. So is Chris. So we're gonna go with this anime series. So that's what we're gonna be reviewing. So look forward to that. This is MediaShinobi. Peace out.
Yūsha!
You suck.